those who don't see me or hearing me right now, welcome to the You'll Never Walk Alone podcast.
So wait, if they're not seeing you or hearing you, how are they to have any knowledge about what you're saying?
They're feeling him.
They're
able to feel him.
visualizing me in their brain.
There are other senses, Peace. They might be tasting him as well.
By the way, a warm welcome home to Joe Gomez, the next Liverpool acquisition, the 18-year-old defender. Liverpool thinking outside the box.
If I don't know who these guys are, I don't think we should talk about it.
Exactly. Before we
look stupid.
Before we start off this show, big thank you to Sportiera, a proud sponsor of the FPF brand,
for hooking me up with my pie T-shirt on. Pie. It's TT.
Yeah, I saw that. They really,
There's no space.
3.16.
3.14.
Anyway, big thank you to Sportiera Cage here in lovely eastern downtown Laval. PZ, Eagle, Terry, and myself. PZ FPF, Eagle FPF, Terry Tam FPF.
Remember,
Con 19.
It's in the cage.
It's in the game. Or if it's in the cage, it's really in the cage.
It's really in the cage.
It's really in the cage. How about that? Let's dive right into it. The game of the week. This is the week where we actually use the drone.
The drone is sick, man.
For those who don't know, Ryan Aridi, our star camera editor, uses the drone to broadcast his game. Very cool by him. Let's go through this game here. 2.5 wins, 42-27. Game was over after the first half. Joy Taylor had a fantastic game. 7 TDs. John Moody, 4 TDs, 4 INTs. Longhorns, was it the case of the jitters or the drone that may have altered their game plan as they lost badly?
I think it was more jitters than the drone. I don't know if the drone really got in their way. It was kind of high. It was like 20 feet high.
Well, think about the noise.
Yeah, it's true. The noise is going around. Overall, I just think that they were outmatched. Overall, defense, like I said, Danny Mack had a good rush on John Moody. Didn't really let him do much. They cut out those short routes really quick. All they had was on the outsides throwing it to I forgot his name.
Mr. Allen and Dale Williams.
No, Rob Allen was the deep. It was the
Dale Williams was one of the key guys.
Dale. I mean, they didn't have a lot of outlets, and when they did, they took advantage of them. They scored, right? But for the most part, Dan's did a good job of shutting down their offense.
So where's the hate? Because we know
remember 2 weeks ago? Oh, no, Dan's overrated.
I also picked the Dans to win this game. Like, I don't know what the hell you guys problem.
Because you hated on them. You're like, oh, are you serious, man? 2.5 Dans, man?
I don't know. Other than putting them in my top 5, calling them to win this game, and not giving them fellatio is
well, that Nino was missing.
Oh yeah.
we also have. Does the Eagle at Master Control want to share what he thought about 2.5 Dans?
I was telling Peasy in the car ride on the way home after my win against him.
Oh, you won! Good job.
Was it a long car ride home?
It was for him, not for me.
I took off my
take
pants.
detours. Say, oh, the highway's blocked. Let's take a detour home.
Eagles got a smile from ear to ear.
I was saying I hate watching them play. They win games. They have a system designed to win in FPF, but oh my God, do I hate watching them.
Okay,
but you said they were a bad team.
I honestly think they are a.
So you don't appreciate winning.
They're
a bad good team. All right, so
you don't appreciate winning.
I appreciate winning. I just don't like the way they win.
Okay. The question is for you, Terry Tam: are they the best team in Div C then?
No. They move up to number 2 in my ranking.
So much hate.
No, they move up to number 2.
So much hate.
Why? Why should I put them as number 1 when there's another undefeated team that has actually proven something in this division?
Who has GNR beaten so far?
GNR has beaten Top Sauce.
Oh yeah, it's a real heavyweight right
Handled
there.
Top Sauce.
Top Sauce.
I don't know. I can't, at the top of my head, I don't know who they've beaten. But 2.5 Dans, all they've beaten was Longhorns.
But they're in the tougher division.
Sure.
They beat the Punisher.
Sure.
4-1.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Use another word to describe the 2.5 Dans. Team Ethnic. Describing those guys: Hammer, KGP, 30-6. John Brown, 5 TDs, 144 yards passing. Derek Eason, 1 TD, and a solid 4 INTs.
Solid.
One word to describe Team Ethnic as we are at the halfway point of the year.
Team Ethnic. One word to describe them is because they had a good day, but I don't want to take anything away from them. But so we'll say as. I'm going to say not filled up, which is 3 words. They need something on, and I think they just acquired somebody for the second half of their season.
I'll give you a word. Radical.
Radical, I like it.
Radical. Peasy, would you like to use a word to describe Team Ethnic?
I'm going to say 30 points. And that's what they need to win games. When they score more than 30, they have a very good record. When they're under 30, then it's just a game that falls apart for them.
Reason why I say radical?
I'm saying balanced. I changed it.
Okay, balanced it is. Radical because they can win it with either their offense or defense. Two extremes coming together.
Yeah.
They are. I think their playoff loss that they had in the winter season kind of gave them the confidence to match up well. 6+R, I believe, had. Well, they actually not. I believe. I know they played them neck to neck, eventually losing out by 12 points here. But Eagle,
Speaking of 6+R and Team Ethnic,
One word: multicultural.
Multicultural, okay. They should be known as the United Nations, I guess.
Or Team Ethnic.
Yeah, nice play on words. When you look at the KGP champs, what is wrong with this football team? They used to be the cream of the crop of the lower divisions. Now they look like expired
it's
food
not the
on
same
a shelf.
KGP champs that
Cream.
It's not the same KGP champs that we're used to watching, though. By that I mean there's no full color.
No, well, he's not
Phil
throwing.
Cutler, but Phil Cutler is the reason why they're winning games at quarterback. You know what I mean? I mean,
He's not throwing, though. It hurts.
They have no identity. They have no identity on this team. Derek Eason hasn't been the first quarterback to play this year.
No, Soleil and all these guys, you know, I look at them right now, and I don't see them. They just look lethargic out there.
Yeah,
they don't look like they want to play. They're just physically there, but mentally they've checked out.
Yeah.
It seemed like it's been the case since week 1, week 2 when I score kept their game. And it just has not been – it's been a miserable season. I think Phil Cutler ultimately would want to quarterback this team and what he's doing right now in Division B.
And with Brocasian, I mean, overall, I just think that they need to find some sort of identity to get some wins now because it's not looking good going in the second half of the season, that's for sure.
Yes or no, do we include Team Ethnic guys as an outside contender to maybe run the table and be a playoff threat?
They're not a contender yet. They're still 2-3. I mean, they got a tough schedule going ahead of them right now. They got Brotherhood, LBB, GNR, Pats, and Preds Light. Maybe I see 3-2 going that way, finishing 5-5. I see them outside looking in going into the playoffs, so I wouldn't put them as a contender yet.
All right, PZ.
I'm going to go ahead and say that if they get into the playoffs, they're very matchup reliant. So as long as the matchups favor them, they'll do very well. If not, they'll.
Well, you guys know who they added on the roster, right?
Who they add on the roster?
He's in the studio right now. He's
Simon Dagenet, really?
No.
Hopefully not.
He's fresh from France.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
La Resistance over here.
Yeah, La Resistance.
The All-Star MVP?
Also, yes, Finals MVP, just in case you didn't know.
Which
All-Star.
he talks about incessantly.
Yeah.
He works into every conversation as if he went to Harvard.
Yeah, so I went to France. I was also Finals MVP a couple years ago, and it's Justin Blanchard for anybody who doesn't know.
Played football for Marseille A&M.
Marseille A&M. He might be playing this year for the team, I think. So that's going to help him a lot, especially with John Petard on their team. It's a good one-two punch.
Petard's a great receiver. He had over 100 yards in the victory. STL Hammer Keyport Lock 40-19. And for those who saw my Facebook posting, this show is dedicated to STL because apparently we give them no love. Terrence Adams, this is for you, pal. 2 thumbs up.
I didn't even know they told you that, and I had even mentioned that we should talk about them because they're a really good team.
5 TDs for Dylan Taylor. What makes STL sneaky good this year, Terry Tam?
I think the fact that Dylan is very underrated, and they're spreading the ball out very well. I mean, guys with like James Nowakowski and Jamie Ojea getting over 200 yards each, and with 5 touchdowns each as well. That's crazy in the first 5 games to have 2 receivers dominating that much.
I always say successful teams down the stretch need to score 5 touchdowns or more to stay competitive. In the last 3 games, they have scored more than 5 touchdowns and basically destroyed all the teams they played against.
Yeah.
So definitely worth notice.
I think, look, it's their defense is good. Ojea is fantastic. Terrence Adams has played much better now than he has ever. But I think it comes back to Dylan Taylor. I mean, is it the good or bad? Dylan.
Taylor.
The 5 best rappers alive. Dylan, and Dylan.
That's from that P. Diddy show, right?
Yeah, that's right. 5 best
Making
rappers
the
alive.
band.
Making the band part 1.
Part 1.
Chopper, where are you at? But look, I think for Dylan Taylor, is it the good or bad Dylan Taylor that shows up? If he doesn't play well, this team regresses dramatically. But if he's on point, very tough team to beat, and they've shown it a few times.
I'm calling Dylan Taylor CCC, calm, cool, and collected. I mean, that guy's calm. He has I feel like he has no pulse. He just chills.
You like that guy, huh?
Yeah, he's good. I played a few series with him in Division B this year, and pretty impressed. I had no idea he was a quarterback, and now I see him, and he's good, man. He's
yes,
good.
Eagle. We're going to break.
You guys can't hear this, but there's no love for STL playing right now.
Oh, you're playing what? Nelly's Welcome to St. Louis remix, or what's going on here?
But STL is for Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
The Spartans.
No love.
Represent Saint Laurent, best city in the world.
It's Eminem.
Coming up next, we'll talk about the midseason report card. We'll get Terry's letter grades, whether or not STL will get an A++, and who is the best rapper alive? Find out next here on You'll Never Walk Alone. The Audible has been brought to you by the English Montreal School Board's DEAL program. Distance education for all learners will allow you to obtain your high school diploma or prerequisites for SAGEP or vocational studies from the comfort of your own home. It's never too late to go back to school. Learn anywhere at your own pace and get your diploma. Call 514-788-5937 for information or visit www.distanted.ca for more details. Welcome back to Making the Band Part 20. As Terry Tam puts on his FPF shirt, courtesy of Sportier here in the lovely Sportier cage in lovely Eastern downtown Laval.
We're not in Laval. You said that twice this show.
Yeah, we're not in Laval, man.
How did you get here?
We're close to the toll.
I don't know, man. I've been all over the place today, man. East End, here, LaSalle. I've been everywhere.
When Mo leaves NDG, it's all over the place.
Well, when you pass at DeCarry, you're like, whoa, where are we at?
Mo, I work downtown from Saint Laurent, and I go see my grandma on the West Island.
I
travel.
pick you
It's like a 5-minute radius from your
Yeah,
house.
pretty much. Like this.
You take that Saint Laurent train, huh?
Yeah, Covert Sur, all the way to Passe Bonaventure.
Yeah. 5
Terry
minutes.
Tam
Huh?
is the Saint Laurent train.
Yeah,
For those
it is.
knowing his nickname.
All right, it is now time to do our mid-season report cards. We'll go through division by division. We'll go a little bit in depth with certain teams and fly by the other teams that we think are irrelevant.
Word.
Let's go with the East Division here. The 2.5 Dans, Punisher, Zoo, Cream Team, Elvis Finest, and Pats. Those are the teams. Key notes: the Dans are 4-0 in this division here. 2.5 Dans, letter grade, and why?
A. Why? Because they're 5-0.
Soccer, I thought it'd be like a B+.
I was leaning more towards a C-, but I couldn't really justify it, so I put them an A.
I give them an A+. They've been playing great football.
Whatever, you don't
They've
know
knocked off the Punisher, the Longhorns, 2 playoff-bound teams, 2 teams that will go deep in the playoffs. Need to say they've been awesome on defense and on offense. They're an A+. PG.
I want to give him an A+, and I'm just looking at the statistical analysis that says, Terry, shut up.
Damn it. I thought you wouldn't see that.
Punisher, 4-1. Very good team. Beat Sir with Heat this past week in Week 5. Your letter grade.
B+. I give him a B+. I'm very impressed. I just think that they still have a ways to go to get the top spot in that division for now.
I give them a B right now. They did lose to 2.5 Dans earlier in the season. If they were to play each other this time around, I think it'd be a lot tougher. Not saying that they would beat them. Their defense is sneaky good. They are active in the air when the football's throwing. I like them a lot, making a deep run. A B. PZ, any letter grade?
I need to take a shower after I watched them and agreed with your assessment on them, Mokan, because I can't believe I actually agreed with you. But absolutely, they're a fantastic team. To me, they've only lost 2.5 Dans, and they are exceeding expectations. I give them an A-.
Just make sure you take a shower before Saturday. Let's go to the next team here. Zoo at 3-2 here. Terry Tam?
I got a B-. I mean, this is something that the reason why I got B- at 2 and 3 is because I feel like this is where they are. I mean, they're a mid-tier team. I said at the beginning of the season as well. So I mean, I like where they're going. They can improve a little bit.
Yes, Eagle.
Just their last game, we actually saw them lose on the last play of the game.
There you go.
Their DB tipped the ball into the other team's hands in the end zone for the loss.
It's a game of inches.
Literally for Simon Dagenet. PZ.
Yes.
Your letter grade, please.
I'm going to go ahead. As for those who listen to the Division B podcast, according to the PZ curve, the way I grade teams is when you perform exactly as expected, you get a C. So C for Zoo.
That's why you're in the education field.
I give them
Yeah,
a C
or
plus
the
for now
cookie
for
field, whatever, I don't know
Zoo.
anymore.
They've been up and down. Some big wins, some ugly losses. C plus. Quickly here, guys. Cream Team, Laval's Finest, Patriots. Terry Tam, let's go through this team.
C, D, and D- respectively. So C for
Okay.
Cream Team.
I'm going to say C-, C-, D, and then F for Patriots.
Cream Team D, Laval's Finest. I'll give them a C plus because again they've lost some close games this year, and the Pats an F minus.
F-. They didn't write their name right.
You failed. 0. You're at 0.
Look,
-6,
in golf they go -4, -5.
which is awesome.
But it's the different grading system.
But that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are we giving letter grades or golf grades?
I'm just saying.
In which case, I
Then
give
these
them
guys-
+8.
Fine, the Pats are triple bogeyed.
All right, West, we got Killer Instinct, No Fly Zone, Sir with Heat, Longhorns, Hitman Retro, West Park Boys, Top Seasons, Instinct, Instincts have a 3-1 division record at the top of their bracket. Killer Instinct, letter grade.
I'm going B minus. I'm not that impressed yet with a guy like Granison on the team. Maybe they can do a little bit better.
Okay.
Their 96 points allowed has me leaning a little bit higher than Terry. I'm going to go ahead and give him A minus.
B plus.
Whatever, man.
B plus right now.
What do you know?
I know quite a bit. I know that the 2.5 Dans are better than your prediction. B minus right now. B plus probably for now. They can improve themselves as they move along here, but they've been stumbling here and there, but they've come away with some big victories. No fly zone. Terry Tam.
I'm going B plus here. I think that they're better than Killer Instinct are. B plus being there with Eddie the Latin Hustle Martinez, my homeboy.
Oh, God.
But I got a B plus. I think overall they're good with Steve 90210 Sanders. I mean, you can't go wrong.
By the way, for those...
Sanders, because of this point right here.
Which I'll now rebuttal to your Steve Sander thing. His mother is... His last name, his mother's last name is Sanders, so it goes hand in hand. 90210, Steve Sanders, 90210.
Never watched the show and never will.
Hope you do.
What I think, actually, to Terry's point, but to disagree with Terry, is I give them a B minus because they are better than Killer Instinct, but playing worse. Therefore, B minus.
I give them a solid A minus right now. They have shown a lot to me in the sense that even with some injured players, yes, they did regress, but guys like Sander, Bashars, your boy, Latin Hustle Martinez, they are a team that can definitely be playing in a higher division and could possibly make a deep run this year. Give me that letter grade of A minus. Serve with heat, been up and down this year. Terry Tam.
I'm giving them a C just because at the beginning of the year I wasn't a huge fan of them, but then when I saw them play against Hitman Retro, I immediately jumped on their somewhat of a bandwagon. I'm a little upset that they're only 1-4, a little discouraged when it comes to that, but I think Carl Lavallee has what it takes to win this, to do well. I'm giving them a C just because I think that they've kind of plateaued.
Okay, puzzles.
I'm going to go ahead and give them a C plus, and it would have been higher. But going from serve with ice to serve with heat makes me think of warm drinks.
I think of Harlem Heat actually. Serve with heat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Booker T and
Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray.
Sister Sherry.
I realized I made a mistake. I said Granison played for Killer Instinct. I meant he played for Punisher. My bad.
Look, I guess serve with heat. I went from before the Tuesday loss, I had them as a B plus. Now they're a B minus. This has been too inconsistent on offense. They have so much talent to work with. Lavallee being the key guy for them, but they have to be a lot more assertive in being confident in themselves. I think they lose their confidence as the game progresses if they're down. So give me a B minus for them moving forward. The Steerburgers, the Longhorns.
Giving them a B. B just because I thought that they would do a little bit better against the Dans. 3-2, I mean, it's really tough, especially in this division, to be at 3-2. I'm giving them a B. I really think that they should bounce back, but this is where they're going to be, maybe second, third place in the division, making the playoffs and maybe making a run.
They'll make playoffs, but right now they're B minus. I just think that, again, they've had some weird losses this year. Fast start. This is arguably the best team they've had in years on paper. They should be a lot better than where they are. They should be at least 4-1, not 3-2, moving into the second half of the season. B's, quick letter grade?
I'm going to go ahead and give them a C minus. They've allowed 40 points 3 times this season. That is not a recipe for success. You can't make a good burger that way.
I like my steers to be barbecued, actually. Last 3 teams: Hitman Retro, West Park Boys, top seasons. Terry Tam.
I'm gonna go Retro at Siege because they had a slow start. Now they're catching up. West Park, too talented. They're at D. They should be at better than 2 and 3. I'm gonna go top season. I said D minus. I'm going down to F strictly because I've never seen a team tell me how good they were and then not perform as well as they said they would. So I'm going down to F for top season, especially to you, Akeem.
Oh, yeah, the guy who wears the bucket hat. Yeah, looks like he's the 1996.
Yeah, the guy who'd rather talk to girls on the sideline than play the game.
Yeah, he looks a little soft.
The guy who gets mossed every single time.
PZ.
I'm going to go ahead and say Hitman Retro a D because with the talent of this team, they should be a lot better. But did expect them to be struggling early on. I do think they'll get better. West Park boys, I'll give a C- to. Top season, I agree. They keep Andel Thompson keeps telling us how good they're going to be, and yet they continue to not be good.
Well, they also haven't had a quarterback for.
Now
awesome.
they have that.
Maybe get a quarterback.
Kerr will be their quarterback. Moving forward. Hitman Retro, I'll give them a solid B. They started off slow, but have played better of late. West Park boys been up and down. I'll give them a D. Top Citizens, C-. They have athletes to work with, but if Khalil Kerr will be the quarterback moving forward, as they say he will be, it could definitely be a game changer for them. So give me a C-. All right, on to the West here, guys. Primetime 4-1, game changers, Damps, Team Ethnic, Prez Light, and Keyport Lock. We'll go with Primetime.
B+. Primetime B+. Closer than A. I don't think their offense has exploded as I thought they would be. But I'm closer. I'm going to a B+ on this one.
Puzzles.
I'm going to say A-. I like them. I think they're a good team. Well built. I think they'll only get better as the season goes on.
B-. They lost to LBB this week. Cherry was chiming at me on Twitter saying...
You mean C-E-C-E-R-E?
Whatever. Saying to me, hey, listen, bro, clean your glasses, watch a real receiver play. In reference to our top 5 receiving classes that we had last week. Where the hell were you last week? Or this past week?
That's C-E-C-C-R-E.
Game changers. Fast starts, stumbling of late here.
We skipped over here, but Damps.
Oh, it's game changers number 2.
Game changers number 2. Okay, cool. I'm going B-. Game changers. Terrence Dobson coming back would help them. I think Anton Sakis is holding this team together. Other than that, I'm giving them a B-. I was trying to go for like a C+ there, but they have won good games. I mean, they have kept every single game close as well. So I'm giving them a B- for that regard.
All right.
I'm going to say C-. I thought this team would be better having emerged with Les Malud from last season. I thought there were 2 very good teams, a lot of experience playing together from the youth football days, and I believe
LaSalle.
As well as LaSalle. So honestly, I actually thought they would be better than they are.
Give me right now for them in terms of their ability a B-. Fast start. They should be 2 and 3 theoretically speaking here, but they're not. And I think for them, if they want to get better, health would be first and foremost the important thing for them. If they're healthy moving forward, they will be upgraded immensely to an A. But right now, I give them that letter grade. Damps 25-8. No Jay Grandison anymore, who is now in the States playing football.
Where is he playing?
Junior college.
Yeah, I saw that post on Facebook. I'm not sure where he's playing though, but
somewhere.
I saw he was
in New York. Yeah.
Damps, I'm giving them a B, just because it was very one-dimensional, but the record still is very well. I mean, it's very good. They played against some good teams and won, so giving them a B+, like B on that one.
Puzzles?
A-. Done a lot better than I thought. A lot of great athletes on the team. Will get better and better as an FPF team, whether it's this season or next.
Trevisan showed me a lot. Rangers showed me a lot. Team showed me a lot without Grandison on Sunday. Give me a solid B for them. I like this team a lot. They have a lot of potential to grow in this FPF world. They could definitely run the table in the second half and potentially be an 8-2 team come playoff time. All right, guys. Team Ethnic, Prez Light, Keyport Lock. Quickly, your grades for them.
Ethnic, I'm going B. Prez Light, D. 1 and 4. And Keyport, I'm going F just because of expectations. I think that I'm giving Prez Light a D at expectations because I thought they would do a little bit better, and Keyport F at expectations because I really thought that their offense could be very explosive, but it hasn't been this year.
All right, Pizzles.
Same for me, except that Preds Light, I had high expectations for them as well, so I will go F for Preds Light as well. Also because they have J-Flow.
Team Ethnic, a solid C right now. Prez Light, a D, and Keyport Lock, an F-.
F-, huh?
Yes. West Division here, last division to go.
That's a quadruple bogey.
And set his desk on fire.
And then urinated all over the desk.
Showed up to the wrong class.
Wrong class.
And his desk on fire.
Someone else's desk on fire.
Grip and Rip, STL, Brotherhood, Snatchers, LBB, Top Sauce, KGP, Chaps.
Top Sauce.
GNR.
A+. I don't have to say much more.
Okay, likewise. Puzzles.
Yeah, A+. I thought they should have been Division B. So, for playing in lower competition, have fun, guys.
STL.
I'm going A, man. I really like this team going forward. I really do. Explosive offense, well balanced. Dylan knows that offense very well. You can tell they played together for a long time.
B right now. As I said before, and you can tell the fans are really happy with my letter
like
B.
your rating.
Really happy.
Like your rating.
Somebody who hates STLs in this crowd.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
went lower than Terry. I'm gonna agree with Terry. I think it's an A. I didn't expect that much coming into the season, so well done.
It's all on Dylan Taylor, guys. If is it good or bad Dylan Taylor that shows up every week? If it's bad, forget about it. It's over for them.
Receivers, he has good enough receivers to bail him out and a good enough defense to help him win a game.
Brotherhood, a team we can't figure out at 2-3.
C minus. C minus. Sketchy quarterback play at the beginning of the year. No identity. I mean, the losing weird games and winning 2 weird games. I mean, it's just, I can't figure them out, so I'm giving them a C minus because I don't know what the hell is going on.
I'm gonna say C minus because that's what we're doing now.
I give them a C. They played better of late. First 3 weeks, they couldn't figure out how to throw a football. Now that they have, they're going to get better eventually with Jamal Giddens, the kitten, and, of course, Jamie Harry as the quarterback.
Yeah.
Our Snatchers. Woo! Yeah.
I wanted to give this team an F just because the 2-inch punch Simon Dagenet is quarterbacking this team. So I'm giving him a C because they've kept games close, and I'm very. I like watching this team. They're fun to watch with guys like Damo and stuff like that. But overall, I don't know. I give them a C. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
I thought they were a well-built team coming into into the season, so I'm going to give them a D minus. Although they will get Gab Wiseman back this week, so maybe that'll help them.
Maybe
At Subway,
2-inch minus.
Subway, I like that with 12-inch trio. They're definitely a 6-inch trio. Give me a D plus. D plus.
D plus, eh?
D plus. All right, our last
They
3
wish they were D
teams:
plus.
LBB, Top Sauce, and KHB champs. Terry.
I'm going LBB C minus, Top Sauce D minus, KGP F. Strictly on expectations for all these 3 teams.
How? You knew Phil Cutler wasn't throwing for KGP.
But Phil Cutler's still playing, though. Phil
But he's
Cutler's
not
also
throwing.
has the most tackles in the history of FPF.
Awesome, but
In
he's
any
not
case,
throwing.
he's a good defensive player. I don't know.
His defense wins
Honestly, he might be up
championships,
there. You could, because I think Matt brought it up the other day. But anyway, that was a comparison. But I think he has a lot of tackles. He's a very good defense. He's a very good receiver too. Don't get me wrong. They started the season off with Liam filling in for Phil. You figured they would have 1 win. They don't. That's why I'm giving him an F.
I'm going to go CCC. It's exactly what I expected from all these teams. Libre, they keep challenging themselves and playing in higher divisions. Congrats to them. Look, they're learning a lot. Top Sauce, I'm not impressed.
I'm going to change my Top Sauce to D, maybe because they should have been in Div D.
Nice.
Or Div F. For the letter F, I'll give them.
Or Div D.
For the letter D, that you'll give them.
Who's giving them D?
This is awkward.
A little bit awkward. A little bit. LBB, I'll give them a C minus. They've been playing better football of late. A lot. They've been competitive this year. People underrate them, and I think they can get better moving forward.
2
here.
and 3, they can still make a funny chance. Mint
Top
on
Sauce
that can do a really
the
good
chime, my friend. The chime. Top Sauce, I'll give them a D plus. They've been a lot more competitive the last 2 weeks than they were in the first 3 weeks. Maybe because Eagle wasn't there on Sunday.
Maybe
I don't
because they
know.
weren't losing 41-0.
Maybe, or having almost 30 incompletions. I hope you like the chocolate milk, by the way.
It was delicious.
Yeah, thank you. KGP champs, I'll give them an F. All right, guys. One team, no explanation. One team that will collapse. That's holding a playoff spot moving forward.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm going. I'm gonna go.
Please, brace yourself,
I'm going
Terry.
Killer Instinct on this one.
Okay. One team here, PC.
Served with heat.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna say STL.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that, huh?
No
Yeah.
love.
You're jumping on.
No, they're gonna collapse.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're jumping off the bandwagon.
Yeah, I am jumping on. I never was in the
I thought you were gonna chill with me there.
No.
I thought we were gonna have a couple brewskis.
No.
Speaking of brewskis, it is time for picks of the week. In a game between Served with Heat and Brotherhood, the Brotherhood are favored by 3.5 points. Terry Tam, what is your pick?
I'm gonna take Served with Heat for the win.
Give me Harlem Heat to win.
I consulted with Mocon's personal bookie, and in the game between STL and Game Changers, he said 2.5 points to STL, but smart money was on Game Changers.
That's correct.
I'm going STL on this one.
Just answered it. Game changers.
I'm going STL to
So
cover.
Mocon does in
cover
fact
as well.
listen to his bookie.
Yeah.
In a game between Thompson Sisson and the Zoo are favored at 4.5 points.
Zoo.
All right, Terry Tam.
Taking the points as well.
Top Seasons.
Top Sisson. All right, and our final game, perhaps some may think would be the most competitive game this week, but
It's my finals right here.
it may in fact be a blowout, as experts are predicting that it is an 8.5 point spread between.
Who the hell are these
GNR.
experts, man?
It's 3 blind men.
Very accurate.
8.5 points for GNR. I like that. At least they put it for GNR. But where the hell are they getting the spread? I'm putting this as a push 0.5. I'm changing it. I'm putting a side bet on there, and I'm taking GNR. Actually,
No, you can't put props in
Changing
this.
it.
No, you
I think
can't.
the actual
you're on
side
it?
bet,
Okay,
yeah,
you're on it?
Okay,
I'm
then.
going prime time to win this game, and that's just it. Because I think they have more.
LaSalle has
grit.
this game
It
at
all depends
8.5,
on who's wearing
okay?
the pennies.
That's
Two green
true.
jerseys.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, betting for money is illegal, but if you would put money
It
to
is
help you pay
Ramadan,
for
right,
Saturday,
actually. It is Ramadan. Give me GNR to win and cover. What did you learn today's episode?
Cover the 0.5 or the 8.5?
8.5.
Okay. So
8.5.
the wrong spread.
Yes. What did you learn on today's episode?
I learned 2 things. I learned that it is Ramadan, and that Simon Dagenet is not as much of a man as we thought.
All right, Eagle.
I learned that Mokan makes good on his bets. Thank you for the 1% chocolate milk.
Yes.
1%, eh?
I hope you make good on our
1%
end
brutal.
of, your end of the deal, my friend.
Oh yeah.
So that means it is a confirmation. It is a confirmation. Terry, what did you learn in today's episode?
I learned this week that Darren is in charge for a week, so shoot me now.
Terrifying.
Actually,
And yeah,
2 weeks.
He's 2 weeks he's
2
in charge, and also
Reign of Terror. Reign of
I
Terror.
learned that they figured out I was Greek, so they gave me a Greek letter instead of actually putting my real
I
name.
love pie. I love pie.
Or maybe it's because I'm fat and I like pie, like peas.
Pie's amazing, though.
Well, who doesn't like pie?
I learned that I am now the new Vice President of Internal Relations at FPF for the next 2 weeks.
Not a real thing. Not a
Good
real
morning, South Korea.